I was just thinking about my mother, and y'all gotta excuse my voice because I still been talking, knowing I'm not supposed to, because I'm hoarse, and the more I talk, it's gonna prolong it, so I can't shut up. But I was just thinking about my mother, and my mother had me when she was 18 years old, and I remember as a little girl growing up, I have a very good memory. I may not remember everything, but I remember a lot. And I remember me and my mother struggling together. Whereas though one thing about my mother, I watched my mother. I watched her, and I looked at every emotion. I looked at the environment that we was in. I looked at the feelings and she had towards what was going on in the situation. Um, I focused on the way I'm feeling. I focused on a lot on my mother. I don't know why that is, but I focused a lot on my mother. I basically idolized that woman because I watched her even when I didn't want to watch her. And looking at the circumstances that me and my mother had to go through, I grew up as a woman being just like that, to where as though I am very strong, but yet I am so sensitive. Because even though my mother had me at 18, I watched my mother become a child into a grown woman. Because I realized my mother had me as a child. So I went through my mother's whole life with her, and I looked at everything to where as though I am a very strong woman. I'm very strong. But I'm so fragile. I'm so sensitive. You would never know it. And my mother's the same way. My mother's, she's very strong. But yet she's so tender, so fragile. And people look at her as being this strong woman, just like a lot of people know me as being this strong woman. But when I think about the environment that me and my mother lived in and the feelings and emotions that we had to go through, I see why she had to play that masculine, strong role, because the way we was, the thing that we was going through, if we would have showed our weakness, it would have been bizarre. So then I think back at before she had me. What was her life like then? Because if she had me at 18 and I can still remember the hell that we went through together, just me and her at the time, I can imagine the shit she went through before she had me. So her having me was a relief. So I grew up with my mother. And the fact that I am my mother's daughter, I went through exactly everything that she went through. And I always felt like I was there to protect her. So when I got old enough to realize that I could sing. And this was around 10 or 11 years old. I was like, this is what's going to get me and my mother up out of here. And I knew I could sing. That wasn't a problem. Wasn't a problem at all. I knew I could sing. Singing was shit. I was 12, 13, 14 years old, sounding the way I do now. I was Toni Braxton before Toni Braxton even knew she was Toni Braxton. I sound just like Toni Braxton at 13 years old. I'm singing Unbreak My Heart, winning talent shows like it was nothing, and wasn't even putting my true feelings in it at 14 years old. So I knew the gift that I had in me, and I can write. So when I got to that point where as though I'm gonna use my music, my singing, my gift to get me and my mother up out of here, every door kept shutting in my face. Every door. Every door. People wanted to work with me. I had producers, I had groups, but they just couldn't deal with me. It was like, no, there's nothing we can do with her right now because of her face. See, I had Bell's palsy. I was born with it. The doctor did this to me by malpractice. So everybody wanna fuck with me. But because of my face, they don't want to fuck with me. So it's like the environment that I was in, I'm here to save and protect my mother. I got a gift that I know if I use this gift, I can be the next Whitney. I know who I am, but I got this disease or this whatever you want to call. I got this, and this is something that is going to be with me. Not knowing that I can get healed, because I found out at age 30, 38 that I could actually get this healed. But at the time, I had no clue. So I'm going around all my life knowing that I got this gift that I can't even get my face fixed. If I get my face fixed, shit, man, I already know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say fuck everything. My whole mission is to make sure that my brother and sister and my mother is good. I would have put my whole life on hold. It would have been dedicated to music, making sure that my family don't want and need for shit. I would have took care of my family to where though I would retire them. And this is what I do because I don't need much. Long as I eat, sleep, the looking at the joy on my baby's face, my family face, I would have been tired, don't get me wrong, but I know who I am. This is what I want to do. And now that I realize that I can get my face done at 38, and I still can sing and write at 38, 37, 38, I found out that I could actually get my Bell's palsy fixed because it's not as bad as what they thought it was. So now I'm thinking back like, shit, I still got it. I can write better now than I ever could before. My voice gotten stronger. I can write for days. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do every person that ever told me that I couldn't do it, every record label ever turned me down, everybody that wanted to fuck with me but didn't want to, everybody that has ever said about to see who Igita is, they're about to see who that bitch is. I had $4,000 in my account. I took it out. Because I was going to dedicate anything I had to do what I got to do to take care of my family. Soon as I got that awakening that I can actually be the singer that I want to be, soon as I got there, I see the light now. I'm about to get my dream. All I want is my face fixed. Even if I never become a singer, I just wanted my face done. Soon as I saw that sun that I can get that done, that's when I became awakened. That's when I became awakened. So a lot of people got to get awakened when they go through a broken heart, when they got to go through trials and tribulations in their life. That's when they're going to become awakened. I got awakened during the most beautifulest times in my life. I got awakened when I thought that I was awakened. Let me repeat that shit to y'all. I got awakened when I thought that I got an awakening. Because the moment that I found out that Igita can get her face fixed, and she can be that singer that she knows she can be, and she knows she can be more better now because she got baggage behind her. Igita about to hit the stars now. That was my great awakening because all I wanted was my face fixed. That was my great. I can get my face fixed after 38 years. I can sing. People are going to want me. People are going to need me. They're going to want me to work. I am at my dream. I have reached it. I know who I am. And that's when my creator, my source said, that's not who you are. So when I thought that I was awakened, that was the beginning of my awakening. So sometimes you can be awakened in the ego. You can be awakened in the ego because when I thought I was becoming awakened, when I knew that I could get my face and fix that was my ego being awakened. Because I'm going to do whatever I got to do to make sure this is done to get what I want. But when I was spiritually awakened from the source, my higher self, they said, that's not your awakening. Don't be fucking fooled. And I've been like this ever since.